Throw those rascals in the truck bed and hitch up the trailer, Mama. It's time for another half-baked episode of Nature Calls.
Right, well, welcome in once again, everybody, to Nature Calls. I'm Mr. Pete, your host for today's show, and I just saw 2 mule deer run across the field in the backyard, and I'm a little distracted. Where was I? Oh yeah, so this week's featured story is all about getting tight on your skin, getting some new underwear with some magical qualities to them. The story is called The Great Camouflage Underwear Experiment, written by James McHugh and read for us by Samuel T. Krusty Bottoms. Check it out.
I woke at 1 a.m. with both my legs stuffed into one hole of my underwear. Sweat drenched my pillow, and the most blindingly terrible thought raging through my head: what if all the good outdoor stories have been told? Then at 2:30, salvation arrived. "Honeybee," I whispered, "are you awake?" "Is there a burglar?" she groaned. "No, but I was wondering, who thought camouflaged underwear was a good idea? Name me one practical use for 'em." A groan came from her side of the bed, followed by, "You woke me for this?" Without turning over, she said, "Ninjas and cheating spouses. Now leave me alone." "Fair enough," I said, patting her side, then lay there another 3 hours, drumming my fingers and thinking of my dear departed Uncle Ed. Ed lived down the road during my childhood years. He once told me a story about stalking deer in olive drab underwear, how it helped him blend into the natural surroundings. The thought of meeting my collapsing uncle trudging through the woods wearing only a loincloth made me shiver. The stuff of nightmares, really. Yet, something about having only a swatch of green cloth separating me from the world had an undeniable Tarzan appeal. "I'm gonna swing by Dollar General and buy myself some camp britches," I told Honeybee over breakfast. "You okay with that?" "That's fine. Or you could put them on your Christmas list." The holidays were still weeks away. No, I needed to know now if there was a magical advantage to turning my bouncing buttocks into a Mississippi swampland. For years I have worn the same old outfit during hunting season. Sagebrush patterned camouflage, shirt, pants, and ball cap. Perhaps switching to a nice pair of dirty green unmentionables was a secret sauce I've been missing. At the General, I found a 3-pack of 2XL hardwood patterned boxer briefs buried under a stack of pink cowboy hats and glow-in-the-dark footsie socks. Right where I expected them to be. Home from shopping, I slipped on the underwear and stood before the bathroom mirror. "Honey, come look." "I'll pass." I sucked in my gut until my face turned raspberry red. My abs took on the taut appearance of a winged Valentine cherub covered in monkey hair. "I've finally found my calling," I yelled back. "I'm gonna be an underwear influencer for Mossy Oak." From the sofa, I heard a murmured, "Not cashing the check yet." The stretchy fabric looked as if someone had erased my body from waistline to mid-thigh. I could already feel the mystical cloaking power of blended cotton and spandex against my skin. Oh yes, this was gonna work. The elk would never see me coming. I started out small, learning the ways of invisible skivvies by sneaking up on our cat in the backyard. My feet, which normally crunched like I was chewing celery, suddenly became whisper quiet. I moved slowly and steadily, from woodshed to lawnmower, to travel trailer, to flower bed, and realized quickly that the cat was blind. How else could she not see the glowing white torso of Santa Claus slinking around between the tulips and azaleas? Unless, of course, the magic camo really was cloaking me. Nope. Old Mrs. Cradlebriar, our neighborhood spy, called the cops. And while I was being loaded into the patrol car, the officer was kind enough to mention that Brazilian rainforest was this year's fashion must-have for the local peeping Toms. Desperate to stay out of jail and keep my booking photo off Instagram, I switched tactics and wore them over my jeans to a Halloween party at Amos's house, a cracking affair where I earned the nickname Major Mossy Oak for my fully clothed cannonball into his kids' wading pool. I earned my stripes the hard way that night. The actual field test of the Great Cloak and Underpants experiment will have to wait until next September. But for now, I keep a pair in the glove box and wear them as a headscarf in case a wild turkey has the misfortune of crossing paths with the Invisible Man.
Adequate Construction is a company run by men and women who do a fairly reasonable job. Our low prices are right in line with the quality of work we do. We're generally on time, and once we get there, we give it a full 80%. But hey, don't just take my word for it. Listen to what our customers say. Here's Irene Hawker of Donaldsville.
Well, yes, I called them to my home to replace my old storm windows, and they did a okay job.
And Bradford Spangler of Beattytown.
Well, sir, me and the old lady had them come out and build a shed for us out there and back. It ain't too bad.
So next time you need a project done around your house, call Adequate Construction. We don't do great work, but it'll be somewhat decent.
The Colorado Senate is set to fund additional wolf reintroduction into the state. Guidelines from state wildlife officials will be implemented with a price tag of $1.6 billion of the state budget. Officials cite the need to provide additional meat sources for the hungry wolves and will import 40,000 additional white-tailed deer from Michigan as part of an interstate trade deal. Hospitals and clinics around the nation are stockpiling supplies of medications used to treat sexually transmitted diseases. The move comes as college students head to the beaches for spring break, while at the same time, returning vacationers from Mardi Gras arrive home next week. The CDC is recommending everyone wear a hazmat suit if engaging in risky copulation.
I am definitely not going anywhere near Mardi Gras this year. Know what I'm saying? Okay, so our musical guest for this episode is Paul Winter, a talented writer from the UK. Here he is with his hot song Whiskey and Dust on the Nature Calls podcast.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Boots on the rail, spurs on the floor, card backs flashing by the bat window, shot glass trembling in my calloused hand. Dealer's got a cold grin and a loaded plan. So raise that whiskey high, boys, drink to the dust and the days gone by. Sing for the broke and the brave, boys, till the bottle runs dry and the throats run tight and the throats run tight. This roughneck life is the only thing I ride. So pour that burning truth and let the night decide. Oh, shadow wall. Met him at the staircase, laughing at us all. Stagecoach stories, thicker than the smoke. Every man a legend till the morning broke. Oh, ow! Maybe there's a fence line waiting back home. Maybe there's a gold ring I was meant to own. But the dice keep dancing and the band plays on. I'm married to the midnight till the whiskey's gone. What? Boy. I'm married to the midnight till the whiskey's gone. Ow!
Someday we'll stop playing commercials. Until then, here's a word from our financial overlords.
Hello, I'm Dr. Hatfield with the International Heart Club Medical Center. Recently, some of our patients had these questions to ask about the modern prescription medicines.
Is Farxatuda right for me?
Personally, I wouldn't touch that stuff with a 9.5-foot pole.
Is opioid right for me?
Not if you're planning on becoming pregnant.
Doctor, is gin and tonica right for me?
To visit.
Yes, but it may cause memory loss and confusion. If you're all right with that, go ahead and take it.
Is Bodilia right for me?
Well, it is if you do a lot of ham boning.
Oh, good. I do that about 2-3 hours a day.
Go ahead and take it. But if it kills you, don't take it anymore.
I often wondered, is Belpuca right for me?
That stuff will cause swelling in your ears, nose, and toes.
Isn't Dacrytol right for me?
Be sure to wash it down with a glass of Jack Daniels, and then do not operate heavy machinery for at least 24 hours.
Well, what about Meloxicam? Would that be right for me?
Oh, that stuff. It's right for everyone.
Is Relapsia right for me?
Do not take it if you're taking recreational drugs, such as poppers.
Is Ciagra right for me?
It is, but you might experience an erection that'll last longer than 4 days.
4 days? Is that all?
For the Nature Calls podcast, I'm Lisa Honda. Tonight's weather in the greater Wahoo County area. Expect low temperatures to feel like you stuck your jigglies in an ice box. Tomorrow morning, we'll start with frost on the ground, and by the afternoon, temperatures will get hotter than a fat kid at a weenie roast. Have a great day, y'all.
All right, so last week we sent our reporter Drew down to Las Vegas to report for us on the SHOT Show. Y'all know what this is. It's the biggest outdoor hunting and shooting show of the year. The big kahuna, the one everyone waits for. Drew filed his report, and here it is exclusively on the Nature Calls podcast.
Banned. I was banned from the 2026 SHOT Show in Las Vegas, Nevada, and I'm thankful for it. SHOT is an acronym for Shooting, Hunting, Outdoors Trade Show, but I like to think of it as Shoot My Hand Off Timmy, a week-long celebration of people fondling handguns after taking a few too many free tequila shots at the Don Gato Sampler booth. From my perch in the press box high above the convention floor of Caesar's Palace, I watched this year's show unfold below me through a spotting scope. Participants wore huge name badges around their necks that looked like backstage passes to Lollapalooza, but instead of drums, guitars, and smoking pot, it was rifles, switchblades, and Tennessee moonshine, also known as paint stripper. Each participant was issued a plastic swag bag and told to see how many corporate t-shirts they could stuff inside the bag. This year's winner was Barry Tungsten Groof of White Plains, who managed 568 freshly minted XL cotton short sleeves without splitting a seam. Way to go, Barry! We all know what your friends are getting for Christmas. Barry is a mid-level buyer for a sporting goods chain in upstate New York. He's the ideal attendee at the world's largest outdoor showcase. Last Monday, Barry kissed his wife goodbye, boarded a plane at LaGuardia, and became the human personification of a cannonball hurtling through Vegas casinos on a quest to destroy his liver in 5 days, or die trying. SHOT is held every January, the only month of the year that Las Vegas manages to avoid smelling like Chanel No. 5 and a high school locker room had a baby together. This year, the show was split into 2 separate casino venues because the convention center was overbooked with the National Dental Implant Show, the Bavarian Steinmakers Expo, and the National College of Weather Reporters Let's All Get Our Stories Straight Summit. The SHOT Show draws the biggest names in gun manufacturing, social media, and aging celebrities. Through the spotting scope, I watched as Barry took selfies with an Elvis Presley impersonator, a TV star from the 70s, and an OnlyFans actress. Is it actress or actor? I get confused sometimes, and besides, Barry isn't intending to nominate her for anything more than a single performance she gave in the truck bed of a southbound Chevy last summer. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, right, Barry? This year, SHOT implemented a dress code with the theme Wild West. Number 1, all heads must be covered by a felt cowboy hat. If you arrive without a hat, you will be given a substitute made of cardstock with the words SHOT 26 emblazoned on the sides. Barry liked the hats so much that he got one every time he went on the showroom floor and is collecting them for his Yellowstone-themed Super Bowl party. Number 2, button-down cowboy shirts with paisley patterns sewn in the shirt pockets are mandatory. If you arrive without the proper shirt, a faux cowboy shirt printed on a long-sleeve t-shirt will be issued. The words, "Chew so sweet, you'll want to swallow," stenciled across the back, and in smaller letters, Rocky Mountain Snuff. And number 3, pants must be worn at all times, unless you are attending one of the many private sales meetings around town, where camo boxer briefs are considered business casual. Barry Tungsten Groof managed to squeeze down crowded rows of booths, stopping to peer at rifles and fanny packs, noting what his customers might want for next year. Afterwards, I caught up with him in a casino lounge where a Milli Vanilli cover band was lip-singing to their biggest hits. "Tell me what you like best about the show this year," I asked him. Barry leaned in with a grin and said, "My favorite product was this AI-generated background simulator for hunters. It's a streaming service app for your phone. Say you're out deer hunting when you're supposed to be at work, and your boss calls around to check on you. This thing makes it so you can live stream him while you're sitting up in the tree stand. Behind you, the background looks like your office, the job site, whatever. People walking around, background noise, the works, all AI generated. A total game changer for the outdoorsman." "That good, huh?" I asked. "Fantastic," Barry said. "Tell you what, I just tried it out an hour ago. Videoed my wife, told her I was upstairs in the buffet line. She had no clue I was actually standing in an underground bunker, tossing back free shots of Crown Royal and betting on professional cowboys who rope and ride Bengal tigers for 8 seconds. It was something right out of Roman times, I tell you. So amazing, I can't even describe it." He held up 3 fingers. "Vegas, baby. Where else can a guy drink for free, bet on Bengal tigers, and still get his job done while standing around in camo underwear?" the sports desk, Colorado's professional baseball team broke its 25-game losing streak yesterday by beating California 3-2. The team celebrated the occasion by firing its manager and trading their all-star first baseman. The world's coldest derriere contest kicks off this week in Oslo, Norway. Preliminary rounds are scheduled for Tuesday and Wednesday, with the finals on Friday. Last year's winner, Gretchen Granithouse from Valdez, Alaska, won with a record-setting minus 38 degrees Tushy temperature. Unfortunately, there was an accident recently when Gretchen's husband turned over in bed to cuddle, got a little too close, and became an instant eunuch. In other world news, Greenland is getting a military upgrade from the European Union this week as a result of recent threats by the U.S. to take over the country. German and Danish militaries are both promising to provide air cover for the island nation by sending in squadrons of flying squirrels and a couple of barrels of walnuts.
Well, it's once again time to load the dogs in the front and kids in the back and get some wind in my hair. It's been fun wasting time with y'all. Nature Calls is a production of Siegfried and Sonatube Publishing. Our sound engineer is Scat Bear, post-production by Marlo Wingerback, and produced by Hammer Good Times. Recording was made at Dandelion Studios in Wahoo County, Colorado. My name is Mr. Pete, and I appear courtesy of 11 Lab Studios in New York City.